Good evening, it's Karl. We're still at River's sister's house. Her dog is floating around, so you may hear him and he might make an appearance. I wanted to make a video speaking to my perception on things. Oh, careful for my coffee, please. It's not quite fond of animals. Move out of the way. He's quite a big dog. I don't know what kind of dog he is, but he's like some kind of bulldog. I don't remember what I was saying. I think I was saying the whole point of this video is to speak about an alter's perspective, in my perspective, on the mental health that we currently are experiencing in the crisis and the suicide, idealization, and whatnot. I suppose I don't have any factors in this life that make me a good boy, that make me want to stay here on this earth. I don't quite have many opinions about having a life. I understand this is not what my life is supposed to be. I do think it'd be a selfish decision for River or whoever is fronting who feels suicide, the urge to end his life. And I think about the people he would leave behind and how it would just be a reckless, irresponsible decision to put the burden of our lives and our death on the ones that he supposedly cares about. So I'm not quite sure why he would want to do that. I can sympathize and understand that we're going through a lot of stress because of childhood trauma and trauma we've experienced at the hands of his abuser and his father. But I don't quite understand why ending our lives is the best decision for course of action. I think legal action is. I understand there's not many. Actually, I don't know. I don't really know what our legal options are. The abuse happened 30 to 20 to 15 years ago. I'm sure there's some kind of statute of limitations surrounding that. So I'm not quite sure what our legal course of action is. I'm drinking coffee. One of the things that we, sorry, I'm smiling because I'm quite amused by this. One of the things that we look to as validating for our existence of being multiple is the fact that I do enjoy black coffee. I think Montreal enjoys coffee with a little bit of cream. And most people in the system, and River including, prefers to have a dessert for coffee. So I'm not sure what Americans call this. We have something called a double-double here, or it's basically 2 cream, 2 sugar. We were drinking triples, which is quite it's a milkshake at that point. But we got back to a double-double, and River quite prefers that. I prefer black coffee. I love the rich, oh god, that's so good. I love the rich flavor. This isn't the best tasting coffee, but I do prefer the full flavor of it being black. We learned that from the Entropy System. I don't remember what the video is called, so we are unable to tag it down below, but in the last video Brielle just made, we tagged all the channels we follow that have DID, and so I guess I'll tag them in this video as well. But they made videos about passive influence, and this video I'm referring to was talking about how when their host hates chicken and she had a strong craving for KFC chicken, something along those lines. But back to the topic. I can feel the stress. I think I hear a neighbor or the brother-in-law of the family. I can feel the stress of this body still, the hypervigilance, and I can feel how we're running out of spoons, as they call it, the emotional taxing and drainage when you're not in a good headspace, and how you have resources and how certain resources are allotted, and you can run out of resources, and you have to prioritize what you want to allot your resources to. And by resource, I mean your mental capacities and your energy levels and motivation. So I can feel the drain this mental state is having on us and how it's limiting our capabilities. We often just want to relax and rest. We have no interest in being social for the most part. The only people we've been keeping up with are River's partner and his siblings and mother. I'm going to reach out to River's best friend because I believe we need social interaction. I think it's a resource of ours that we do enjoy and we got a lot of meaning from. It's a double-edged sword because sometimes it ends up being more harmful, but I think when it's good, right? So really enjoy a nice black coffee. I need to experiment. Right now we're drinking Keurig. A lot of the times, like the coffee pods is when we drink coffee. It's that, whether we're here or at our own place. I want to look into grinding up coffee and making it in the French press that we have. I was told that makes it taste better. I'm not quite sure what I would want. Maybe a Colombian bean. I'm not sure. I'm sure others in the system, like one of the things we've experienced is a lot of fear surrounding our suicidal urges now. We do believe that River had split when he had the thought process that he was truly going to die for that, it was maybe 30 minutes. I do believe we split because now those feelings are still there, but whoever is experiencing them in the moment no longer feels attached to them, as in like they don't believe it's their emotion. They think it's a third party emotion, so an alter most likely. So we have split, we believe. We don't know who this alter is, where they are, if it's a fragment, a full-fledged alter or what. But we have a lot of that fear. And despite that, I think the urges are still strong and they're still with us. I know the littles sometimes fear for their lives and beg to not die, which is quite sad. They're children, they should not experience that. I think whoever is fronting needs to get better control of their urges, because we have to understand that this is the body of many people and not just one. Although trauma is something we all can experience and we all have been through, it is not something that needs to end the lives of more than the person who wants to die in the moment, who probably doesn't even want to die in this moment, as what we've learned. So, not quite sure what else to say. We're trying to make our videos 10 to 15 minutes and it's only at 6 minutes. So, I find it so amusing when dogs sigh or animals sigh like they have such a hard life. Like, look, this guy is spoiled. He's more spoiled than our own dog. So it's quite entertaining. They're like children when they make, I've had a long day. It's like, really? You're a child and you're a dog. So I suppose for myself, I don't feel a lot of connection to the emotional pain we experience, and I don't feel a lot of the instability. Maybe that's why I'm fronting right now. I know that I'm more of a logical role in the system. I don't believe in alter roles. We don't believe in those things. We think we all live lives, and there's no need for one of us to have a certain position in this identity or this consciousness. I don't know if that goes against current research and the healing process, but we just don't identify with those thought patterns. But I do believe I'm better at being logical at things. It's a talent of mine. So I think I'm going to email the school and ask for an extension because we didn't do an assignment that we should have done, which is worth 30%. 3 weeks in the semester, and we have a 30% assignment due. Quite unnecessary, if you ask me. I thought I was gonna drip. I suppose I can do the things we've been putting off and that we need to get done, like I said. I don't understand why we're so unwell. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, so excuse me. I try not to smoke when on camera. I think it's unnecessary and it's a dirty habit. But my head is starting to hurt because I'm craving the nicotine, so I apologize if you don't want to see this. We don't think it's very appropriate. I don't think it's very appropriate, I should say, but nonetheless, my body is now craving it, and I need to satisfy that craving. So, we are looking into switching into a DAD specialist like we've spoken about, and I do believe we need one, because we need to figure out how to, not the brother-in-law and the children are coming outside. I'm going to end this video soon, but we need to figure out how to deal with these impulsive that are coming from outside of the person fronting and dumping them deep within the dissociative aspect of our consciousness. So I'm going to end the video. Goodbye.